I'd like to take a moment to thank my channel members. Thank you. It's continued support like yours that keeps this channel growing. And if you haven't already, please consider joining today. Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Legends Class Bomb Burst. And I'm really excited about this one because anybody who's been following me for any amount of time knows I'm a big fan of Pretenders. So I love that we're getting some Pretenders love right now. Released in 2022, this figure is available right now as of the time of this recording. I just picked mine up from my local Target just yesterday. Retails for approximately $10. And we can see here Bomb Burst in the new current style legacy packaging, mostly done in purple. Window box right here so we can see the figure already packaged in his, I'm going to say his beast mode, not his robot mode. So, you know, with these smaller figures, they could only do 2 of the modes. So we skipped the robot mode, we went straight to the beast mode. So there he is. Packaged in the beast mode, Transformers Legacy, Bomb Burst logo on the side here. And then up here, we've got some artwork of Bomb Burst in his jet mode. Around the side, we've got that Legacy artwork. Around the other side, we've got artwork of Bomb Burst, looking really cool. And then along the back, we've got product shots of Bomb Burst, both in his vehicle and in his beast mode. 9 steps for transformation. That's about it for the packaging. Let's get it opened up and check it out. Out of the package, we get Bomb Burst already packaged in his robot / beast mode. We get a sheet of instructions, we get a melee weapon, and we get his 2 laser cannons / wings. And here's Bomb Burst already transformed into his jet mode, and I love this toy. This is a really, really neat modernization or update to the original Pretenders figure. This jet mode is dead on. Very, very cool. It's supposed to be like a Cybertronian spaceship or a Cybertronian jet mode. It never really was in Earth mode, even back in the Master Force days. So this is actually really faithful to the original look of this character. Here in vehicle mode, it is approximately 3 inches long with a wingspan of about 4 inches. And he's done mostly in blue with some grays. You got the red cockpit right there. You got those VTOL engines right there at the top. Wings on the side there, going all the way around so you can see. And of course, again, pretty reminiscent of the original figure. When you go around the bottom, you're going to see a folded up robot right there. It's just the way this figure was. So nothing really changes there from the original figure. For comparison, here is the original G1 Bomb Burst, so you can see the similarities with the two. Again, you can see it's a pretty cool update. In fact, this newer version actually looks a little more like he did in the cartoon than this figure ever did. So that's actually really, really neat. And I love the inclusion of his melee weapon down here as a cannon. But yeah, these guys, I've reviewed this guy before. You can flip them around and there's a head right there. So not much has changed there. It's just basically you fold them over and you pretend that they're that vehicle. Right, so there you go. It's actually really, really neat. A little more of a updated comparison. Here he is with fellow Legacy Pretender iguanas, which will not stand up for me. So you can see what the two of these guys look like together and how they scale together. So there you go. Very, very cool for comparison. Now transforming this figure, as you can imagine, is relatively simple. We're going to go ahead and just kind of pull the arms out, and then we can just turn the wings around to create his arm-mounted weapons. And there's a couple of different things that we can do with that. So we're just going to leave that there for now. Reach down here to the little laser / landing gear right here, and this is going to pop up. This is going to just untab, and then it slides out, and we'll just set that off to the side. Actually, let's look at that real quick. And let me get the original one out here. Didn't have this one out. But just to kind of show off the melee weapon that he comes with next to the original one for Bomb Burst. And again, they did a really good job of recreating that original weapon just in a smaller size. So that's really, really neat. We'll give this back to Bomb Burst so that he can have it for his comparison here in a bit, and we'll set this one off to the side. We're going to reach down here on the legs and just pull these down. These are tabbed in. There's a little tab right there that's pegged into this slot right there on the chest. So bring this down, open up his foot, and open up his heel. Do the same thing on this one. Open up his foot and his heel, rotate him at the waist, We're going to take the cockpit piece right here. We're going to fold this back, and it's going to just kind of accordion down on that double hinge right there. And there, I hope I showed that in camera. I don't know. And there we have Bomb Burst in his robot mode. And here in robot mode, Bomb Burst stands approximately 4 inches tall. And just bringing him in close so you can see all of the details on him. Again, he looks absolutely fantastic as Bomb Burst. Now, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to flip these around just because this is just a me thing. I like this better. I think I like the way this looks better. Just because the bottom of the wings have this kind of wing detail there. There's something else that we can do with these. We're going to look at that in just a moment. But I think that looks better for him this way than the other way around. But again, you can flip them around. You can do whatever you want with them. That sculpt is absolutely beautiful. That is perfectly sculpted to Bomb Burst. To his Pretender shell or his monster mode. That thing looks absolutely amazing. Chest done. The robot is done mostly in gray. He's got the chest done in red here with the Decepticon logo right there on the side. You got the gold eyes and then light blue inside of the ears. And then on the weapons again, he's also got the little kind of like those violet wristbands right there. Again, you're gonna when I show this guy off compared with the original figure, you're gonna see where all of these cues are coming from. They actually kept it really, really faithful to the original. They did a really, really good job going all the way around. Pretty clean robot. Backpack is just a little bit of the jet right there. It's not too bad. It's not too obtrusive. You do have hollow back of the shins right there. Articulation wise, the head can turn side to side. The shoulders are on ball joints, so you got forward and backward all the way around and in and out. Ball jointed elbows, rotation at the waist, ball jointed hips, ball jointed knees. The feet can go forward and backward some, and they can ankle tilt as well. Really good range of articulation. Now, his weapon storage-ish is back here. This is actually in the instructions. You can actually pop the wings in on his back like this. And this doesn't really work, I don't think. So they tell you can put his wings there, and then you can also store his weapon. And it's the exact same storage that we used for jet mode. So you just pop the weapon in there, and then you just kind of do that. And yeah, from the front, that looks okay. He's really back heavy right now. You can play with his heels some. So from the front, that looks good. He's got like those wings like the original Pretender shell had. But when you look at it from the back, yeah, that's a mess. I don't think that was really well executed or really well planned out. And as you can see, they're popping off. They're all over the place. They actually fit better if you flip them around and don't have the organic parts showing, which is completely nonsensical because you see how the peg or that port is not centered. So they actually fit better the other way around for this mode, which doesn't really work because it doesn't have the organic details. So I don't know. So I think somebody missed the memo here when they were putting this together. This didn't work out so well, which is why I prefer. Let me just close that back up again. To just give them again, per the package, per the instructions, this is the way to go. And again, this is because we'll bring him in real quick for comparison. This is because the original Bomb Burst robot mode had the weapons on his arms like that too. So that's reminiscent of that. So that works. And I get that. I get where that's coming from. But for me, because he's still in the beast mode, I think it works better this way with the wings showing this way. At least it's a way to show the wings and still also have the lasers. And I don't know. I think it's just a good blend of everything. That's what I'm going to go with. I think that looks pretty cool. Since we already showed him off with the original G1 robot, let's show him off with the original G1 monster shell. So you can see what these two look like together. And again, you can see where all of the inspiration came from. It's basically a mini-me to this guy. All of the details are there. You got the little claws that are wrapping around his chest right there. The off-centered Decepticon logo. You got that bat head with the light blue details. Even the belt's been molded in right here. All of the little details on his hip right here are coming from his belt. It's just such a wonderful homage to this guy right here. Now, personally, I would prefer Legends class robot. If this turned into this robot and actually give us an articulated shell that this guy could fold up into. That's what I want. That when I say I want modern Pretenders, that's what I want. One final comparison here is with iguanas, the two Pretenders that we have had so far. So you can see what the two of them look like together. Iguana's considerably taller than Bombburst, which is interesting. So yeah, very neat figure. Not for everybody, but if you're a G1er like me, or if you're into Pretenders like I am, this is such a fun little homage to that original figure. Just because Pretenders are just really, really crappy toys that are so crappy they're fun and entertaining and cool and interesting. I don't know. It's just, I know they're not great toys, but I freaking love them. I can't explain it. And I love this guy. And I think that about does it for the Transformers Legacy Legends class Bombburst. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.